Hello, Mordarim here. Today with my Diablo 4 Season 4 starter recommendations for the Druid class. Each build comes with a detailed 1 to 100 written leveling guide on Mobalytics you can find in the description box. And each build will also get its own dedicated video going over all the details. All builds of course also include a separate section for the endgame, each with their own set of comments. Now, if you like what I do and want to support me, make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you have not already. I cover all sorts of RPG, speed strategy, C or RPG on this channel in the form of extensive guides. So thank you very much for supporting me and let's dive into the build overviews. First up is the Ultimate Human Thunder God Lightning Storm build. This bad boy aims at providing you with a shocking experience capable of clearing all Nightmare Dungeon difficulties, the pit and all bosses the game has to offer. Now for the pit, I need to remind you, pushing it is for prestige only. After around level 100 you won't get more rewards and that's the reward cap mark. So everything above that is just a flex. Now the main strength of this build is its absolutely insane AoE and devastating single target damage, capable of melting steel and hearts alike. You are a commander issuing orbital strikes down on your foes, obliterating everything in its wake. Nothing survives. Even cockroaches stand no chance. You electrocute them. Now you might think you will need a Tibalt's Will to function at all. But that's far from the truth. The spirit per second affix got introduced in Season 4 on the helmet, chest and boot slot, which in turn makes it possible to have an enjoyable leveling experience without the struggle for spirit with your basic attack. This stat should be used at all times and lets you walk around with no issues. Later on you will require a Tibalt's Will in order to function at full capacity, but that is easily done at around level 70. Scaling is done through companions and the Shepherd's aspect, resulting in a 180% more multiplier. This is the absolutely best way to scale our damage with uniques like Tibalt's Will, Harlequin Crests and the Ring of Starless Sky, scaling it even further. As mentioned before, each build also includes a section without uber uniques and a section for leveling to ease you into the endgame. So make sure to check out the written guide on Mobalytics. Next up is a new addition to the roster, the Human Landslide, or in other words the Earthbender build. We will not succumb to our primal instincts and become a Werebear, instead we are going to focus on the peak human form of an Earthbender. We distribute pain to our foes just as Mother Nature envisioned, by crushing our foes with earth, stone and later mountains. The new spirit per second modifier allows us to emit basic attacks very early on, which allows us to slot in all of our pet skills. This boosts our damage by not only allowing Shepherd's aspect to take full effect, but also because Clarity, the newly reworked passive, is extremely good. Combine this with the Yen's Blessing unique boots to proc 3 companion skills and we are going to crush our foes with the force of Mother Nature. The gameplay you can currently see is by a fellow Druid player. Link to the video and his channel down below. It showcases the new double cast and Earthbreaker ring on a more thorough take on the build. But we have more control, more visibility and arguably more damage this way, while keeping the perfection that is Landslide's sound effect. Early on you will want to have your Storm Strike on your bar before getting enough spirit per second to exchange it for 3 wonderful wolves. This will result in a massive boost to your damage because of Shepherd's aspect. And companions not only boost your damage through Shepherd's aspect, but also because of Clarity, which is now changed to provide you 5% more damage and crit chance per rank of the passive, stacking up to 3 times. We can further stack Clarity through enough tempers to get it to 9 ranks. Yes, that's 45% critical strike chance and 45% more damage per use of a companion ability. At 3 uses we are looking at a massive, absolutely staggering 135% more multiplier and 100% crit chance. Next we are utilizing Pack Leader with a ton of lucky hit chance to constantly reset the cooldown of those. But we are also using Yen's Blessing to autocast them on landslide use. We further utilize other lucky hit effects like Earthly Might as well as a tempered chance to stun enemies. We should constantly be casting and never run out of spirit once we get the core build set up. The damage on paper is absolutely insane, possibly reaching hundreds of damage when the stars align. And lastly, a fan favorite, the Pinnacle of Pulverize. This build focuses on the big, brawly Werebear crushing enemies with his massive bare arms. Pulverize is the obvious choice for this build, giving us what we desire. A big, mighty skill to beat our foes. The playstyle of this build consists of alternating between Stormstrike and Pulverize to constantly shapeshift back and forth, which in turn allows us to use multiple passives and glyphs to boost our damage and survivability. The main strength of this build is its absolutely insane AoE and devastating single target damage, capable of instantly deleting any boss. You will cruise through all Nightmare Dungeons, the pit and all bosses available in the game. Now, the basic idea is to alternate between Storm and Earth skills, which are also Werebear skills, to constantly shapeshift and get multiple damage buffs each time you use Pulverize. The Shapeshifter glyph gives you a flat 25% crit chance on using a Shapeshift ability, which rolls on a different instance than our crit chance you already have. This glyph will later be exchanged once you reach around 80% base crit chance. Next, we apply the aspect of the Ursine Horror to convert Pulverize to an Earth skill. This in turn allows us to scale with Earth skill boni, like through the aspect of Natural Balance or Resonance, which will proc through Stormstrike. We further boost our damage by utilizing Overpower as an additional multiplier. This is achieved through the Banished Lord's Talisman and multiple ways to proc Overpower through Pulverize, all of which results in massive crits. This also means we are insanely tanky because we're stacking as much health as possible to boost our Overpower damage. Stacking defenses like Armor, Resistances, Max Life and Fortify combined with a ton of DR allows us to feel basically nothing. We are a Steel Bear. And the playstyle is additionally very enjoyable. It allows for a ton of mistakes to be made without instant death looming behind every corner. You will be able to clear all content comfortably. Now, as mentioned before, you can find all 3 builds in written form on Mobalytics. I will also follow up with dedicated videos for each build before release, so you can enjoy an in-depth look into them. Additionally, you can also already find 3 starter builds for the Sorcerer, including a Blizzard, Frozen Orb and Fireball build. More builds will follow daily as I prepare for Season 4. Videos for those will of course also be released before Season 4. Now this sums up the video. If you liked what you saw, make sure to like, comment and subscribe if you have not already. You can also support me some more by joining the channel membership, which will allow me to keep making videos. So thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye.